Restart. I won't be this frazzled next time. All right, so coming to that seated pose, you know your body, and let's get going. So taking that deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. So we'll end up making this available for anyone to watch the replay. So once again, my name is Ashley. Welcome to this yoga flow practice. It'll be about 30 minutes long, give or take. And I hope that you feel refreshed and revitalized after this practice. So let's take some time to settle the shoulders back, close the eyes, take a deep breath in, and a slow exhale out. And in this moment, your environment might be a little bit different from where you were and where you are in your regular yoga practice. So pause for a second or a minute and notice the sounds that are going on around you. For me, it's the cars outside, not as busy today, but that's a judgment, so let's leave that out. So it's the cars outside occasionally, the very soft hum of those at the coffee shop corner having conversations. The vents of the heat pushing out those air, and my breath. Good, now slowly start to open those eyes. Take a big shoulder roll. Reach those arms up, reach all the way up, hands up. Reach the thumbs back, open up just the gaze, open up the arms facing each other, thumbs back. Then take the right hand, shall I mirror you? Take the right hand down to the floor, left arm comes across, or just pick a side for a side bend. We'll do a little wave-like so we can get this core going, this little wave-like circle around your body. Reach one hand out to the side, other side, side stretch. And again, keep going back and forth. Breathing as you go. So you exhale as you contract and roll forward. Inhale to lengthen in that pose. And then bring your hands back down, lifting up tall, shoulders back again. Reach up, inhale. Simple twist. We're getting into that sort of midsection. Exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, reach up. Working breath and movement together. It's our flow class today. Exhale over to the side. Inhale, reach up. Two more twists, right and left. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist. Reach it up on the inhale. And then bring the hands forward and make your way to hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Roll those shoulders back, drop the belly, lift the heart, find that cow pose. Exhale to round the back, lifting the heart, the belly, tuck the chin. And do that again. Keep going. Back and forth. That cat, that cow. Posterior, anterior tilt to the pelvis. Protraction and retraction of the shoulders. Technical terms you don't necessarily need to know, but they're sometimes fun. And then bring it back to a more neutral position. Tiger knees is what I call this, or spinal extension with elbow and knee pulls. Let's take one hand forward. Let's go right hand forward. Left leg extends straight back, finding a balance in a straight line from hands to foot. Flex through that left foot, pointing those toes down. Reach through the hand and look down just in front of the left fingertips. Take a deep breath in as you reach wall to wall. Exhale, pull the elbow in, hug the belly in, and touch elbow knee or pass elbow and knee. Inhale, reach. Keep going back and forth. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull in. We're going to stay close to the ground for a little while on those hands and knees. So extend and open or reach wall to wall. One hand forward, one foot back, pause. I'm going to turn to the side, but you don't have to, just so you can see. We're going through my favorite series is called a gate pose. So take your hand down to where it typically goes, left leg stays lifted. Then extend and kick the foot out to the side. Hip height, see what happens in the glutes, you start to activate. Place the foot down on the floor. And if you're opposite of me watching this, that's okay. Just placing one foot on the floor in line with that bottom knee. And you can pat up the knee if you have a blanket or towel. Lift the upper body. Open the arms. Gate pose. It's like a warrior two if you gaze past your right fingertips. Flip that outside hand, that right hand. Reach straight up and slide the left hand down the leg as you come into that side bend. Roll that shoulder back, look up. A core strength in that gate pose. How about lifting that left arm? Whoa. We'll take that back down, lift the upper body. Finding that core strength, the obliques working. Take the right hand down. Almost like a modified side plank, but lightweight in that right hand. Reach up in the left hand, look up. As we move, just continue to be mindful of that breath. It's deep and steady, helping to calm any nerves, anxiety, and stress, and help to cleanse your body as well. Deep breaths through the nose. Lift back up. Settle those shoulders down the back. Bend that straight leg and pull the knee in, or pull the foot in so the knee is directly over the ankle. Reach long towards that extended leg. Elbow to your thigh or knee. Top bar reaching up. Press actively elbow to knee and get those hips forward. Gate pose, open up. And for a hip stretch, I feel like everyone's got a little bit of tightness in those hips. Both hands come down to the floor on the inside of that bent knee and walk the arms out past that left foot or past that bent knee foot. Sort of like a down dog. Relax the head, the neck. Find that hip stretch, hip feelings of sensation with 90-degree bends in the legs. Looking down to the back knee, back foot. Then walk the hands back and place them in front of you back to your hands and knees. In between sides, again, a cat and cow. Arch the back. Then round the back, exhale. One more time. Hopefully feeling pretty warm. Getting there at least. So let's keep those hands where they are. Extend the opposite leg first. Let's try that. The right leg back if you were following me, the left arm forward. Like you're going to shake someone's hand with your left hand this time, but we don't shake hands right now, so you're going to just reach for something. Press through the heel, press that bottom hand, lift the belly. Gazing forward, take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull the elbow knee together 3 times. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach. And pull in. Reach long and pause there. And again, I will turn to face you. We'll take the hand down to the floor and right leg extended straight to the side. See what can happen in those glutes. You activate and lift that right foot before placing it down. In line with that front knee. Lift the upper body. Reach long to the side. We slide that right hand or that long leg hand down the straight leg. Reach up with that top arm, look up. Palm would face where your crown of your head is pointing. So for me, it's out the windows. Internal rotation of the arm. How about lifting both arms? It's always an option, of course. Everything's an option. Take the hand back down, lift the upper body, inhale. Modified side plank, more so working on that core strength of the upper body lift. Not so much weight in the hand. So reach up with that right arm, maybe even reach across. Find a long stretch, that sensation from the right heel to the right hand, look up. And lifting back up, inhale. Okay, bend that right knee, the long left knee, pull the heel into the toes, face directly out. Hips forward. I'm talking about hips forward a little bit more, not back. Forward in line with the shoulder, hip, and knee. Reach long to the side, elbow goes to thigh. Left arm comes up, look up. I really do like this gate pose series because it hits a lot of your core strengthening muscles, the obliques going side to side. You can get into the hips with this variation, this pose right here. So it's a good full body warm up. And then both hands come down to the floor on the inside of the foot. Walk the hands out a little farther, almost like a shallow down dog or a version of down dog in the upper body while the legs are in a pivoted kickstand lunge. And then walk those hands back to where they usually go. Take the knee down. A couple more times, cat and cow. Arch the back. And round the back. Once more, inhale, shoulders drop back, belly down. Exhale, press, lift the hips or lift the belly and back. Okay, back to just a neutral position. Walk the hands forward about a hand distance. You're gonna head to down dog. Bend the knees or keep the knees bent as you tuck the toes. Lift the knees an inch off the floor and send the hips back so the heart's heading towards the thighs. We start with bent knees because we're just warming up still, getting into those hamstrings. So pedal those feet a few times, one heel at a time, touching the floor. Press down through the fingertips. We shouldn't have to stay here too long because it's our first one, so we sort of just warm up through this down dog. Walk the feet forward to the top of your mat, just behind the hands. Feet about hip distance, maybe 2 fist distances between the big toes. Bend the knees if that feels nice, snuggle in. Grab opposite elbows and ragdoll pose, sway from side to side. Release your hands down to the floor, bend the knees, and slowly roll yourself up to a standing pose. So what makes my classes a little bit different is I do really enjoy adding what we call Tai Chi movements or Tai Chi breath-based movements. So standing at the top of the mat, I'll face you right here. So at the top of your mat, wherever, take those feet a little wider. So those feet are maybe just off the mat or big pinky toes to the edge of the mat. Bend those knees softly. This is one of my favorite ones. We're gonna think of a happy, maybe stress-free color. Blue, yellow for happiness, blue for calm, green because we love nature. And then we reach our hands forward, let the wrists grow loose. So these are gonna be your brushes. It's called brush hands. As you inhale, reach up, brush the sky, maybe paint the front of the room your favorite color, the color you want today. Bend the knees, keep the heart lifted as you brush forward and down. It's a way to connect the breath with the movement, feel a little bit more, and to find some lightness, some softness in that movement. So those hands are light. Like imagine yourself as a hand model and you just need to be very gentle with your hands. And we're flowing without pauses up and down. And can we try to slow it down? Let's turn over to the side. I'm going to go to my, I'll say right. To my right side, flex your right foot, straight right leg, bend the left knee as you bow down. And then like a beautiful rainbow, all the colors rise up and turn to the other side. Pivot on the heels. Exhale, bending right knee as your left leg is straight. One more time, side to side. Finding a nice flow. Nice breath. Back to center. One time down and up. Bend the knees, turn the toes out. Rise up. Then connect the hands at the top, toes face forward or slightly out. Bend the knees more and settle down into a squat. Move around a little bit. If you're up here, that's cool too. You might just shift, feel those hips. Be careful and mindful of the knees. Elbows pressed to the thighs, hands to heart center. A great hip opening pose. A great pose to practice and be in. Maybe we can sit and eat some breakfast here. Let's take the hands down to the floor. Lengthen the legs and heel toe the feet together. Roll yourself up again for the second time, and we'll head to our sun salutations. We'll just do a few. So this is a short practice. We're not getting into all of the nitty-gritty of this, but let's head towards our sun salutations. So feet together or slightly apart at the top of the mat. Standing up tall, roll those shoulders back. Palms forward. Belly's in and braced. As we inhale, reach up. Exhale, simply send the hands down to your heart. Sealing in that positivity, gratitude, a big thing right now. Let's do that one more time. Positivity, gratitude, love and light, hands to your heart. What is one thing that you are grateful for today? For me, it's you guys. It's my access to technology and the ability to continue to provide this wonderful practice to all of you. All right, let's reach up, arms out and up. Sun salutation A, open those arms wide, dive down, lead with the heart. Half lift, take the hands to the shins. Blocks or no blocks are optional. Hands down to the ground, plant the hands, step back to plank pose. Now I'll give you the options today. We're gonna go through this one slow to start with. So if plank pose, we hold for a couple breaths, your breaths get lost or choppy, take those knees down. We'll still build a lot of strength there. Knees down or up. Shift forward so the shoulders are just over the wrists. Bend your elbows no deeper than 90 degrees, chaturanga, sending your heart and your gaze forward. This is gonna be mine today. I'm not going 90 degrees. Flip the toes as you press the heart through the shoulders, up dog, or that optional cobra pose if you're lifting from the ground. Look down, press into the hands, and lift through the core, your belly, to send the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Take one more deep breath. And step the feet forward. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rising up, open those arms, reach out, lift up. Hands to your hearts. Gratitude, back down. Let's do that one more time, sun salutation A. Arms out and up, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Arms out, we're passing through the heart. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, step or hop back, plank pose. Shift forward on the toes or take those knees, inhale. Exhale, descend. Upward facing dog, inhale, lift that heart. Open the collarbone. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Let's move on from here into some lunges. So bring those big toes to touch in that down dog. Lift the right leg behind you, slowly of course. Bend the right knee, lift the left heel. Create space between your chest, belly, and the floor. Bring the knee forward to your nose, press into the hand, lift and spread the shoulder blades. Shift forward, way forward, then look forward and step between the hands. If it doesn't quite get there, you'll find your way into a lunge by helping the foot forward. Low lunge, let's take the back knee down. A lovely little flow with blocks or no blocks. I'll show the option with blocks as well. So hands on blocks to the floor. Straighten that front leg, sit back. Pull the toes back. Low lunge to our half splits, kneeling. So shift forward again, inhale, lift. Exhale, half splits. And back and forth, you'll find a little rhythm, a little pattern. And back to your low lunge. Keep the knee down, back foot straight or planted, the foot on the ground, extended, pointing the toes. And you can press into that back foot a little bit, press into the top of the foot so the knee lightens. Not that it lifts, but it lightens so you don't have so much weight into it. Reach up with the arms, inhale. Exhale, soft shoulders. Keep drawing the hips forward and down as you reach back. And then into a twist. Left hand comes down on the inside of the foot. Right arm reaches up. Open up. You might reach back here. I'll reach up today. Keep this reaching high. Pressing that left hand, the inside hand. Not allowing that shoulder to roll forward or inward. So you want to keep it back. Steady and strong. Reaching, extending, twisting. And back to the ground. You might have to step in a little bit with that back knee as you plant the hands and step back to downward facing dog. Lift that right leg again, the same one. Give it a little shake out. I can feel my hip flexor, my quads engaged, so I'm going to give it a couple of rotations. Lift, open. Whew, yeah. I typically don't do as much of the practice when I'm teaching the class. So let's do the other side. Left leg lifts, right heel lifts, bend the left knee, pull it forward, knee to nose. Step between the hands. Back knee comes down. We'll do our half splits to low lunge. Lift the heart. Fold forward, straight leg. And keep going. And then it'll shift back to your low lunge. Keep the back leg extended, top of the foot on the floor, maybe pressing into it. Back heel, a lot of weight in the front heel to pull it back, squeezing those legs together. Reach those arms up, or you can keep the arms or the hands on the thigh. Coming into that twist, deep breath in to lengthen one more time with this lunge. Exhale, right hand comes down. Left arm reaches up. Keep that right shoulder from rolling inward towards the knee. As the shoulder blades slide down the back of the body. And back down to the ground. Left foot comes down, tuck the back toes under, maybe shift that knee forward just a bit, step back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up this time, do a couple hip rotations, leg lifts, feel it. And then place your foot back down on the floor. So we're going to then, we didn't do a lot of hip opening today, but I think a pigeon pose is nice. So right leg, pigeon pose. You also get a little bit of extension to the back hip flexor again. So kneeling pigeon pose, knee is in line with the right shoulder, back leg extended. If that's tough today, you can put a block underneath the bent knee side, or come to seated, figure four, or recline figure four. So you get an option for that hip opening stretch, or hip opening pose, pigeon pose. Extend, and if we're in the kneeling version, go ahead and fold down. And we'll be here for about 3 breaths. And you are welcome to take any of these poses a little longer, or if you're watching the replay, hit pause. But we'll switch sides. So walk the hands back or switch sides in your own way. Step back to down dog, switch to the left side. Left leg, left knee bent, right leg extended. Deep breath in and walk the hands forward. Take one more deep breath. Walk the hands back. Tuck the back toes under and step back, downward facing dog. Knees down, swing the legs around, sit back. Bring the feet together, knees open wide, bound angle. So we're gonna sit forward. You are always welcome to sit on something to get those knees down a little farther. Hold on to those feet, lift that heart, and lean forward. Elbows press to the thighs, heart reaching forward. And we're coming down to the close of our practice, so we just have a few poses left. Lift back from our bound angle. Take those knees together, toes to the top of the mat. Sit up nice and tall. We'll skip boat pose today. We'll just roll on down to the ground, reaching forward, roll down. We worked a lot of that core strength we have as we did our gate pose series today. So just roll down, take a big long stretch or reach. Hug those knees in. Get happy, not quite happy baby, but happy, rolling around. Ooh, feeling that low back. Place your feet on the floor, about hip distance, knees bent, bridge pose. Palms down, head and shoulders down. Lift the mid body, the hips. Squeeze those shoulders together. Knees stack directly over the heels. And then lower down slowly. Heel toe those feet together. Just allow those knees to open. Reclined bound ankle. Notice that breath in and out. The belly rises and falls. Okay, lift those knees one more time, hug them close to you. We're taking a twist. You can choose single leg or double leg. Take that right leg on top. You can hug the right knee or right leg is on top as you draw the legs down to the left. Want to cross the legs or extend one leg. Just find a nice twist through the spine. It'll help to balance and neutralize us for the day. Back to the center, hug that right knee in, or both knees, just to reset at the center. And then switch. Left leg's on top, take it across your body for that twist. Left shoulder, left ear stays down. And bring the leg back to the top. Hug the knee in and both knees. Add a little sway side to side. Maybe grab those feet. Now into happy baby pose. Left, right, circles. Of course, if there's any other poses you would like to do, you are more than welcome to. You can stay on your mat as long as you want. We're heading to Shavasana, which is a rest relaxation. It can be very tempting to skip this portion, especially when we've got distractions and we're not in that same environment for a yoga practice. But I encourage you to stay here even just for a few minutes to allow the body to settle, to acclimate for the rest of the day. So I'll be here for a couple minutes as well, and then finish us out. And as we get ready to come out, just take a deep breath, wiggle the fingers and toes, reach the hands overhead, and know that you can stay here as long as you'd like. Roll to your side and gently press yourself back up to a seated pose. Thank you for joining. This was our very first live Ashes Yoga Studio practice, at least the first one that I've done directly to you out there. And I'm so excited to continue this journey and learn together. So thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up on your mat today. Whether you showed up in person, live, or live away, or anyway, however you showed up, thank you so much. And I will see you again very soon. I'll probably even be in here again today. Namaste.